Hello everybody, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay fellas, I got a treat for you all today. This is a final reveal for my Tamiya 148 scale fun build of the Mitsubishi G4M Betty Bomber. This is Admiral Yamamoto's private transport aircraft, the one that we got shot down in. Okay, this is the 5th video, the final reveal. Okay guys, I got it all done yesterday. And the best way to have final reveals is this here trailer until I get my house, which is coming up very soon. Just go ahead and start making videos, some pictures of them, some stills of them here at my work table here, and put them in my files and just kind of put them on the computer right there, and you'll be able to see the final result and everything, and without taking the camera flashing around and stuff, and it's a lot easier for me for now until I get a better place for display and making final reveals. Okay, I got a lot going on. I got a lot coming out. I got about 7 or 8 models I'm working on at the same time. And every one I work on gets closer to getting finished. So I got my Japanese planes coming in. I'll show you those. I'll be coming in your way for final reveals, so stay posted for that. Okay, enough chatter right now, and let's talk and chatter, which is the same thing. We're going to cover, and I'm going to pull the camera out. We're going to take a look at the stills of the Betty Bomber, and we'll discuss the airplane as we go along with the stills. Camera's friendly. I'm always friendly, fellas, so we're going to make a reverse shot right here, and we'll take a look at the mighty Betty Bomber. Alrighty then. Boy, this camera's a real drag. Here we go. Okay, this is the shot number 1. I think I did about 7 or 8 stills of this. Maybe 9, I don't know. Anyway, this is all 2 different type of green. We got Japanese Imperial green, plus with Japanese green mixed together. I use a sponge, which you wash your tables off with, table sponge, or a sponge in the sink. And I took my scissors, I cut off a piece of that sponge, and I took a pair of retractors and held the sponge in place and kind of dabbled the sponge and dabbled on you like a stipple. Then I kind of feathered it in a little bit with a Q-tip, and I did some dry brushing on it also to bring it out more. This is all done with Tamiya paints. I can't get the Model Masters anymore. They're gone. Humbrels, I can't get those no more either. They're starting to go away. There's only one hobby shop I go to that stocks Humbrel paints. That's the Hobby Town USA. And I went down there and asked him, hey man, what gives with the Humbrel paints? How come everything's stocking up these shelves? I gotta get some paint here. Well, we'll get a problem getting paint from across the pond, I guess. So I don't know what's going on. Now they got new paint coming in called Mission paint. I haven't sampled none of that yet though, but I heard it's pretty excellent paint. So right now I'm on Tamiya Tamiya and Vallejo. That's about all the paint that there's out here right now going on. And I got a lot of Model Masters paints. I got a lot of Model Masters paints here, but they can't be replaced because they don't make them no more. So I got to start using those up. They dry up and be no good. Okay, this aircraft is very, very precisionally molded by the Tamiya company. It's very precision. It goes together very easy. Novice should have no problem building it. That for a bonus, they go ahead and they fill you in the painted transparencies, and they got them more transparencies to give you if you want to paint them yourself. If you don't like what they do, what their hands leave off, yours can take over. So you actually get 2 sets of transparencies. Their version of the painted ones that they did yourself to save time, or they are the ones you got to paint yourself. Now me, I cheated. I used the ones that's been painted. I was thinking about going ahead and get the other ones and just smash those up and airbrush them. But just to save time, this ain't going no judge's table. It's going to be head up in the wild blue yonder in my trailer. And so it is what it is. Out of the box build, Frankie Day way. And So on the other sides is also done with aluminum and with a brown wash. Okay, we'll go number 2 still. Looking at the starboard side of the fuselage. Shikata is a Japanese word for cigar. And we call it the Betty, and the Japanese call it Shikata. And there's Admiral Yamato right there. Sitting right behind the co-pilot right there. The kids give you 17 figures, and I still got the rest of them inside the box. I went ahead and got 5 figures. I got the radio operator and the observer, Admiral Yamato, co-pilot, and pilot. The other figures are standing figures, like cheering Yamato off. Mr. Yamamoto off. Okay, next hill. There's a tail section right there. There's a side blister. There's the crew figures in there. These Japanese airplanes are weird looking sometimes, but they have a very good elegance to them. The undersides is done with aluminum, flat aluminum. After the aluminum dries, give it a gloss, a varnish. And when that dries, go ahead and make yourself a brown wash and apply it gingerly over the undersides, and it will feather in. It will give it the dirt look, like they normally do. Of course, all the chipping of the aluminum on the green right there, it shows a lot of wear and tear because these things are hot. These are baked in the sun all day long. Believe you me, guys, I've been in the tropics and I've been overseas a lot. I know how hot it gets, how humid it gets out there in these islands. It gets very, very hot, very humid, very sticky, and very unbearable. And the misery is shown here on the description of the separation of the aluminum and the Japanese imperial grain. You see the observer with the binoculars right there. Yamato's over there right behind him. Somehow this camera didn't take a good shots of them though. I got more shots of them here coming up here. And we'll go with the next hill. Put a lot of hours in this airplane. I'm starting to get the feel of Japanese airplanes now, I really am. I'm getting so I love them. Anybody's got one of these birds in their stash, I highly recommend building them. They're a very delightful airplane. To me, they did a wonderful job in this airplane. But like a caution, the fellows out there can't afford them. They're expensive. They're over $100. I think I paid $116 for this, I think it was. But like I said, it's a very well positioned model. It goes together very nicely. And there's no fit issues at all. What I like about it, the best thing I like about it, the wings, they pop off and pop on. If you want to go ahead and put this in a box somewhere without taking room, those wings will come off. Because under the inboard panels of the wings, you got some kind of airspeed fairings on there. and all you do is pull the fairings out and the wings will pop out. I think they just lock in because it's tongue and groove. You got a hole there where that pin goes through from the bottom wing to the tongue and groove on the fuselage. So like I say, the wings pop off and goes right back in the box or come out if you wish. Okay, look at the next slide. There's the right side of the fuselage, and you can see the chipping of the metal and the exhaust on the stacks. And next slide. There we go. Now we're getting a little better now. You can see the pilots in there. It took me almost 5 days to paint those pilots up. I got Yamamoto. I had to use light aircraft gray for his hair because you know, he was gray-headed. He was pretty getting up in years. He was about 60 years old, I imagine, by the time he got killed in this aircraft. He's an old man. He's been in Japan for a long time. And he was a brainchild of Pearl Harbor. And the United States of America avenged him. He got bamboozled by a squadron of P-38s. They broke the code to find out where he was headed at. And took out the air crew, took out Yamato. Also was a private observer, probably the fellow with the binoculars. And everything was completely gone. The plane was crashed, everything they ever did before they hit the ground. There you go, next slide. There's a good picture right there looking underneath there on the starboard side. See how it works with aluminum like that? Works very well. Don't use no black wash, use a brown wash. Gives the oxidation of the aluminum, plus the elements. I was hoping I'd get a 4-bladed prop on this thing, but it was actually 3-bladed. This must have been a later model of the Betty. It goes together. It's a very simple airplane, guys. It just fits so well. You just can't keep your hands off it once you get started. I think I built this about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I'd say about 2 weeks took me to build this. And they're posed right there. Looking underneath there. We got big old S.O. Trenton plans right behind it. I need those plans up there because I'll be working on that real soon. Also the HMS Victory. I have not stopped on that, guys. So I got a lot of stuff coming. I'm covering all these worlds. Get them done. There's another good picture of her at the top. She's sitting on the Lady Susan got right there. This is a more upper version picture of the top. Top views. This is a fun airplane to build, guys. It truly is. And there is the Albatross. That right there, my friends, is going to be the trumpeter kit I'm building right now. That's the color scheme it's going to be when I get finished with it. Okay, enough for the SA-16B, enough for the Betty. It'll come right back to me. Now we'll have a little live action of the Betty over here. From Lady Susan. Hasn't left that spot, so I took the pictures, fellas. So I highly recommend you guys get the thing out of your stash and work on it. It's nice. It truly is. It's a very beautiful kit. Thank you, Tamiya. You guys are very wonderful people. Thank you for your models. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of these model manufacturers do watch our YouTube presentations, and they go by us because they know, well, we know what these people want. We'll give them what they want. They do. They gave us for the beautiful Betty moment. Okay, we'll get back to Ugly Frankie. Okay, here I is, guys. I'll take a slug of my A&W root beer. Today's Monday, the beginning of a new week. And I pray to Jesus that we have a good week, good days coming up, things will get better in life. Okay, let me show you something here. Working on my nail right now. Got all appreciated. And I'm getting ready to paint her. I'm not going to paint this thing 3 tones. Dark earth, dark light green, and Japanese light gray. It's going to be painted with this experimental orange right here they use. This is going to be an early model of the nail. The cow is going to be all black, and the propeller is going to be aluminum. They were wood with they weren't wood. They were before. They're going to be brown, but they made it aluminum. So actually the nail bombers were used, the experimental was used for the Navy, and they more or less used them as torpedo bombers and high level bombers they used them for. And these are almost like a Betty bomber, except one thing, they didn't have a bomb bay. They had an external bomb bay, a series of bombs in the iron. That's it. They had no button. That was it. That was probably a fault that they made. They realized they should have enclosed bombs in them. But these things were more or less used in China for that reason. The Navy, what they did, they converted them and put racks here to hold the torpedoes on there. So these are land-based torpedo bombers. So this is going to be a land-based torpedo bomber, painted in Japanese experimental orange. Okay. I'm going to be finishing this up next. I'm going to be on it tonight. I should have it done by the night of tomorrow. My beautiful Jap Zero, the 133 scale. Pretty close to 132nd scale. Just a tad small. Just a tad smaller than 132nd scale. This is my AM62 Mitsubishi Jap Zero. I think you guys seen pictures of it. I posted it on Facebook and also probably during one of my builds. Probably on the Betty build I showed you. This is all out of paper. I got the wheels put on. I got the cowling on there. The props got to be done. Lastly, the canopy and radio mask will be put on it. And she's ready to go up there in the sky and jump a few Hellcats. Also, got another one coming to you. 2 Japanese aircraft. I don't think you guys seen this yet. I'm gonna get all these parts out of the way for you. This is my Cape torpedo bomber, 133 scale, made out of paper. This thing needs undercarriage put on it, the canopy needs to be put on it, the prop needs to put on it, and do a little touch-up painting inside the cowling, and she's ready to drop through attack Pearl Harbor. This tube made out of paper. These parts over here, keep them together. Excuse my back, fellas. Show you all the stuff put back neatly back here. I live like a Japanese person back here. Everything is, I got a stash, as you can see behind here. I got stuff down below here, everything. Models behind me. In such a small cubicle area, you know, it's amazing how I can make these things fit. And I've always wondered how the Japanese build models in such a small area. Now I know. But you just got to keep everything, keep your hands from moving the air from breaking things, and just be aware of your surroundings. And work carefully and keep things tidy and clean, and you'll be okay. We get too many, whew, right back to storage. Okay, fellas. I got, oh, the other thing I want to show you before we close off the video here. I got the fuselage buttoned up on my albatross. Remember the picture I showed you on the Betty right there? This one's going to be the same color scheme. Instead of all aluminum, we've already got aluminum up there right now dangling. So this is going to be navy. Watch out for that. Okay, here's one for the books. It's 1/700 scale, USS Maryland that I'm working on. I've been on this thing about 2 weeks working on it. 1941, Pearl Harbor. I could put a wash on the decks, cage mask got to go on it. This is trumpeter kit. Those small kits are a challenge themselves. Okay, that's all shaking, guys. This is the conclusion of video 5 for my Tamiya 1/48 scale G4M Betty bomber. The next video coming your way is going to be the final reveal of the A6M Japanese Zero, the kit that I just showed you a while ago. Now I have the valve coming. I have the valve coming to you. And probably get the nail bomber coming your way too. Matter of fact, I'll be painting it tonight. And so I should have that nail done probably a couple of days. And I gotta get the victory out and start working on it in about a week and get some stuff done on that. I haven't seen any other postings on it, and people that are building with me on it. And if they are, they probably haven't got as far as I got anyway. Like I say, I'm ready for the mast right now. I'm ready to step up the lower mast and rig up all the dead eyes and everything on it. Like I say, I don't got to go all the way on this thing until I get moved out of this house. Then I'll take it up to the top. But it's a big model, and I'm bringing big stuff in the small trailer. It's going to swallow this place whole. So I got to watch my step and overload my this here trailer with models. I got a bunch to go back in storage probably tomorrow or the next day. So I have some room back here. Okay, I got a lot of stuff coming your ways, fellas. A lot of stuff. So please be patient with me. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained and keep myself going. And I'm very happy that I'm starting to get my life back together again. I just hope we get this world back together again. I'll be very happy. So will you. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing up for Frankie Day Models. Make Mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Please take care of yourself and be careful when you get out in this world. And be aware of your surroundings. Stay focused when you drive. Spend wisely. Watch your step. Wear a mask. And build a model. And relax, and everything else God can take care of from there. Okay, so I'll probably have live in action with the Battleship Maryland tonight, probably. And I'll get one off for you guys tonight, so you guys will